Okay, can we just get this right, Tom?
Oh God, I give up.
I could do it.
Yeah, we tried that, that didn't work. Okay, we get it. You're up to stuff, you're out there in the world, creating, sharing, and things are going wrong. Sometimes you're so scared of things going wrong, you're actually not taking any action and it's stopping you from creating or sharing.
So we're caught up in this idea that we can have things be perfect and have everything work and life be constantly full of joy. And yet the truth is, things will always go wrong. In this video, we are going to in this video, we are going to go wrong over and over again. In this video, we are going to show you how to deal with anything going wrong.
Wait a minute, did you say anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Anything!
Anything going wrong.
This is the Make Happen method.
Yes, so that's the thing. You, me, and everybody are trying to have lives be as such that everything is okay. Everything works, everything's wonderful, nothing ever goes wrong.
So that there's no pain, no discomfort, nothing's going wrong, and everything is full of joy.
Oh, I love my life. I love my life.
We're trying to organise our learning, our understanding, our skills, our resources, so everything is neat and tidy and wonderful. And yet it's not. The irony, yes, the irony is that in wanting all things to be okay and right is the thing that is actually giving us dissatisfaction and unhappiness in our lives. Yeah, think about that for a moment.
The gap between where things are and where you want them to be is exactly... Is it exactly?
Good, but I would use that hand and then that hand rather than it looked like the gap was.
It's you can't keep up with the gap. I'm in the gap. Don't use that. So the gap between where things are and where you want things to be is where your dissatisfaction lives. The gap between where things are and where you... The gap between where we are and us getting this video finished is very large. So the gap between where things currently are and where you want things to be is where this dissatisfaction lives.
You are what we call dissatisfaction waiting to happen. And we're all a bit like that. We're all waiting for things to be good and expecting them not to be good.
And no matter where you get to or what you get in life, if you are dissatisfaction waiting to happen, what you will experience is dissatisfaction.
Makes sense.
So, give it up.
A really powerful tool we have in the Make Happen method is the allowing polarity. And what this is taking something you're resisting or a quality about yourself and just allowing it to be.
Sounds easy to me.
So the first thing you need to do is get present to where you've created a gap in your life, in your work, in your creativity, in your business, in your projects, in your relationships.
He's right. They're everywhere.
Anywhere where you've got something that you want that you currently don't have. And just make a long list of these things and notice if there are any themes, if there are any ideas that keep re-emerging, but just notice where in the different areas of your life you have this gap between what you want and what you have. So once you're clear on the gap between the way things are and the way you would like them to be, then we can apply the allowing polarity. So take each one of these items, one by one, and create an allowing polarity for them. The allowing polarity goes something like this. I allow myself to have, be, do X as much as I do, and I allow myself to not be, not do, not have X as much as I do. So that might look like,
I allow myself to get it right as much as I do, and I allow myself to get it wrong as much as I do.
Great job.
So one of the things to watch with the allowing statement is rather than use a negation statement as in not shy or not do something, replace it with, for example, in the case of shy, with confident. So I allow myself to be as shy as I am. I allow myself to be as confident as I am. So both are stated in a positive, but they are opposites. So that'll help us really, so do that. Otherwise, Ollie will be cross and I'll lose my job. Coming up with the negative statement sometimes takes a bit of work, but it is really worth working on that so that you've got a clear statement in the negation of the positive. So rather than I share my show reel as much as I do, and I share my show reel as much as I don't, you want to, can't even say it wrong properly.
This is just embarrassing.
I allow myself to share my show reel as much as I do, and I allow myself to keep my show reel under wraps as much as I do.
So one of the really important things with the allowing polarity is that you say it with conviction. You might need to say it a few times, you might need to get it out of your system and be honest with yourself. Are you really meaning it when you say it? In fact, it works even better if you say it in front of other people. And like I say, keep going until you really mean it.
What we resist persists. So when we start to allow things to be, we open up the opportunity for development, growth and change.
And all of this might feel a bit weird.
So weird.
But if you can do this and say it out loud until you really mean it, this can have a huge impact. Trust us.
What has all this got to do with going wrong? I mean, seriously, what has it got to do with going wrong? I've got no idea. Ollie, what has it got to do with going wrong? Yeah. I allow this video to work as well as it does. I allow this video to suck bull. So what would be really great is if you were to comment with your allowing polarity. So stick your allowing statement in the comments below. And don't worry, you can't go wrong. It will be perfect just the way it is. So stop trying to create an environment where nothing goes wrong. So stop trying to create an environment where nothing goes wrong and rather allow things to be as they are. And then notice possibly how things go wrong less. Think about that for a moment. Now that you have access to the allowing polarity, you will be able to deal with any problem, no matter how small or how large. This was the Make Happen method.
The gap between where things currently are and where you want things to be is where the dissatisfaction lives for you. Welcome to The Gap. It's a new game show hosted by me.
So, things will always go wrong. Things will always, forever go wrong. That's the title of this video that you clicked on. I don't know what we're talking about. See, it's already gone wrong.